Hey y'all, I guess you can tell by the ears, possibly the background. We are back in Disney. So excited. Welcome. If you are new around here, my name is Adrienne and you're watching Follow Me to the Magic. If you're not new, welcome back. I am so glad you're here. Anyway, it is currently January. Most of the states are about to get pummeled by some sort of winter weather. So I already had this trip planned for my birthday. So excited for that. But ended up moving up the date one day. So by doing that, unfortunately, I've got multiple different rooms I'm going to be in while I'm hanging out here at Coronado Springs. This is probably one of my favorite moderate resorts, besides maybe Port Orleans Riverside. No, French Quarter. Anyway, I love this. What I love about this resort is you've got that deluxe feel, especially when you're in the Grand Destino Tower and that lobby, and everything that has to offer is a very deluxe feel at a moderate price. They also have concierge. It's the concierge. They're the only moderate that has a concierge level. So we will be experiencing that tomorrow. So stay tuned for that. But in the meantime, it is currently like almost 2 p.m. and I just got in within the last hour. I am changed because when I left this morning, it was freezing and it is currently almost 80 degrees here in Orlando. So it's going to be a warm one out there. So I'm dressed, ready to go to the park. I've got my ears on. I've got my Epcot World Traveler t-shirt going on. And I am actually, like, today wasn't really much of a planned day since didn't know I was going to be here, but I have a girlfriend that's going to be there with her family. So I'm going to go and meet up with them for a little bit and then experience a little bit of Festival of Arts, probably just more browsing today than anything else. And then when they go to dinner reservations, I actually have dinner reservations tonight at Toledo's, and I'm still trying to decide if I'm going to keep it or not, because I actually might, depending on how bad the crowds are, because they were looking pretty bad earlier. I may stay when they go and do their dinner reservation and check out some of the food booths, see how that goes. I don't know. We'll see. Good news is I got all weekend to figure this out. And then I'm staying through the week, and I'm actually going to be working while I am here. I figured, why not? I can work from wherever I want. So I'm going to probably resort hop, maybe park hop, get some work done, and then play afterwards. So hope you stay tuned for that. But let's go see what Epcot's like. So it's been a little bit since I left y'all last. Since then, I did make my way over to Epcot and got to hang out with a friend of mine, which was awesome. I haven't seen her in a couple of years. And we hung out in Epcot for about an hour, hour and a half. Y'all, that place was crazy. It was crazy. They got in the line to do Remy's, and it was only 50 minutes for standby, which, if you know Remy's, that's actually quite low. And that's because everybody was in line for the food booths. Those lines were wrapped around everything. I could not believe how crazy it was. So when they went to go have their dinner reservation, I was like, peace out, I am leaving, this is too much. So I don't know if you can tell or you can possibly hear, I am currently at Animal Kingdom. So I came over here from Epcot. Actually, I was gonna ride the Skyliner to Hollywood Studios and then go out here to Animal Kingdom just so I could ride the Skyliner before it goes down tomorrow for refurbishment. Y'all, that line was also super crazy. So I was like, all right, never mind, I'm taking the bus. So here I am. I am now at Animal Kingdom. I got here, unfortunately not enough time to go do the safari, but y'all, I was starving. So I went to Mr. Kamal's and got the dumplings and the seasoned fries, which are so enjoyable. And now I am hanging out in Pandora. I'm actually kind of hidden. I've tried to hide myself. There are so many people here because the rest of the park is pretty much closing down, but Animal Kingdom itself is actually open till 7 p.m. And what I want to try to catch, and as the light dims, you know, sunset, that Pandora is got to be one of the most beautiful areas at night. So if you ever get the chance to actually be here at night when it's dark out or at least dusk, do so. It is gorgeous. So I'm actually going to hang out because we're currently at almost 10 after 6. So we still have about another 50 minutes and I really want the sun to come down a little bit more before I film everything for y'all. But to be able to get some good imaging, I'm going to wait a little bit. But anyway, hang out. I will get back to y'all in just a little bit and show you some gorgeous images of Pandora at night. Evening. All right, as you can tell, I am no longer at Animal Kingdom. I was able to walk around and see some great imagery, immersiveness that Pandora is at night. That place was so crowded too, but I got some good images that hopefully I've already inserted by now, but if not, I will do it after this little convo. Anyway, so I am at Coronado Springs, which I believe I mentioned earlier, and it is actually 8 o'clock, and I am usually never back at my resort this early, but it's been a long day. I've been up since like 5 o'clock this morning, so I'm a little on the sleepy side, but I'm not gonna stay in my room. I decided I wanna go check out the Dahlia Lounge, which is on the top floor, right next to Toledo's, which is like a tapas restaurant. I decided to cancel my reservation I had there earlier and ended up just eating at Animal Kingdom. I wasn't feeling a sit-down meal, so I didn't do it. Anyway, that's one thing I love about traveling alone is I get to do what I want when I want. I don't have to ask anybody else if that's what they want to do. So anyway, we're going to go check that out. But before I take you up to the Dahlia Lounge, let me flip you around and just show you how beautiful Coronado Springs is at night. So what we have behind me, oh, sorry, you probably hear a motorcycle, but behind me is what they call the casitas. This is a very large resort, y'all. So there's a lot of walking. I will tell you that it's very spread out. There's different sections, which is what I was just going to talk about. So we've got the casitas behind me, and then to my left, which would probably be your right. I'm not sure how this comes across, but anyway, neither here nor there. We've got the ranchos, and then on the other side is the cabanas, and then in the main tower is the Grand Casino Tower, and so there's rooms there as well, and that's also where the concierge level is. So it's just got a different, every one of them have a different feel. I have now stayed in the ranchos and the casitas. Okay, I lied. On the inside, they were very similar. Externally, the design is very different. But I love how it feels here. Now, this is a convention hotel, and I definitely think there's stuff going on. There was a graduation that was being held here earlier today. I'm not sure what else is going on, but there are a lot of people here, so I'm expecting everything to be a little crowded tonight. We shall see how it is, but I just want to sit down and have a drink. But I'm going to flip you around, and you're going to see the Grand Casino Tower, and I'm basically hanging out right by the water. So there's a lagoon, a very large pond. I don't know what you call it. But anyway, it's a large body of water that is in between the tower and the rest of the property. And then right in the middle of it, you have Three Bridges, which is a restaurant. It's a quick service restaurant. That literally sits right where the three bridges converge together. So let's flip you around so you can see it and see how beautiful this place is at night. All right. I mean, come on, y'all. How gorgeous is that? That's the tower straight ahead. And as we follow to the left, the wind's picking up a little bit here, so hopefully it's not too windy. You're going to see where it says Village del Lago. Sorry, I completely butchered that. But otherwise, Three Bridges. And then off in the distance behind that, it's really hard to tell at night, but that's where the dig site is, which is the main pool here. And then we're going to keep following around. And now you'll see this is the casitas. This section, which is where I'm staying tonight. But I will be checking out in the morning, and we're going to be doing concierge tomorrow night. And then I'll check out again on Monday and spend my last 3 nights in a standard room. All right. Let's make our way back over here, because that's just a gorgeous sight, is it not? All right, let's go grab a drink at Dahlia's. is now the end of my evening. It is 10 o'clock. I'm exhausted. So I'm now back in the room, as you can see. So I went to Dahlia's lounge and I got I'm going to say this wrong, Oaxaca. It's like OAX and a bunch of other stuff. Anyway, old fashioned. That was really good. So it was a bit of tequila and mezcal, and then it had orange bitters and chocolate bitters and a simple syrup. It's very good. Now it was smoky, so you'd have to like mezcal to enjoy it. But I love the fact of doing different old fashions outside of just a bourbon one. So that was fun. And it was pretty crowded, and Toledo's was actually pretty crowded as well. Apparently there is a conference going on that starts the 28th, which is just a couple days away. So I think a lot of people have come in to prepare for it. And then, you know, people that are just doing their regular vacations. So anyway, we're back in the room. As you can see, I'm not fully unpacked since I'm changing rooms in the morning. I probably won't unpack until Monday. But anyway, I am going to get in my pajamas. Hope you had a wonderful day.